$250,000 a year on this portfolio alone. In today's video, I want to break down a lot of this. I just want to zoom out. I want to show you my holdings, how I think about my bull run bags, how I think about my DeFi portfolio for cash flow, how I use that cash flow to fund my portfolio. We created a flywheel. I don't care if you're starting with $10, $100, $1,000, $1 million. We've worked with clients in Fast Track with $10 million plus. The maths. DeFi doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter the size of your portfolio. You have access to the same yields. And you know what blows my mind the most is I used to work as a roofer, sucked, framing, painting, blue collar jobs, working at parts stores. I was lucky to make 40, 50 grand a year. Then I went on the oil rigs and I traded 12 to 14 hours of every single day for something as common as money, working my ass off, which after tax, I may have gotten 60 grand. And nowadays, I'll see that sometimes in a single month. Last week, which I'll show you in a second here, I think there's $40,000 in just appreciation on one of my bull run portfolios. It's wild. If most investors in this space could focus less on the next 3 months and focus more on the next 3 to 6 years, you could become completely financially independent. And I fully believe that. And I really hope that this free YouTube channel is helping you. If it does, like this video, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends, tell other people about it. We have a book coming out, 300 pages of everything me and the team have learned about crypto DeFi, making millions of dollars of investments, helping clients make tens of millions. We've worked with over 500 clients in Fast Track who have deployed well over $25 million. We have seen what works and what doesn't. Sign up for the waitlist of the book. It's cryptolabsresearch.com/book. By the way, 100% of book sales are going to charity. We support a charity that helps families and kids for food and education. We'd love it if the sales of this book sponsored another 100 families. So sign up for the waitlist, pick a copy up, buy 3, 4, 5, 10. You're helping an awesome cause. Send it to your friends. Send it to family members. It goes from the A to Z of everything about crypto DeFi. Enough said. Now, please note that this does not track my Bitcoin, which is around an $800,000 holdings. So it doesn't track parts of my ledger. And right now, we're only tracking Uniswap V3 positions and Aave for lending borrowing. Now we are working currently on Aerodrome, then Orca, then VFAT, and then we got 3 or 4 more protocols. This will be rolled out in the next 30 to 60 days. It is going to be free. Crypto DeFi have given me everything I wanted. The YouTube channel and everyone who's supported us has literally gotten me everything I ever wanted and more. And this is a small token of appreciation. We are designing the best tool. We know how badly the market wants it. There is no tool like it, and it's going to be free. So definitely sign up. Let us know in the comments. If you're in the UIG or you're a Fast Track client, the links are in the UIG. Sign up for it. Give us feedback. It will be rolled out to the public in the next 30 days as of the recording of this video. With that said, let's talk about it. So my lending borrowing positions right now make me around a whopping $1,768 a month. Now, of course, this is only Aave. I do have a lot lent out outside of Aave. For example, for Sui, I'm in this position. I'm sitting on another $1,500 worth of trading fees, and I take those trading fees, which DeFi Buddy right now is not picking this up. It will be soon. And I'm jumping on Navi protocol and then I'm lending it out. And then with those fees, I'm buying more. So here over the last week, I went from 27.5 worth to 31 worth. And I have another 1,500-ish, just shy of, well, no, $1,500 worth getting tacked onto this. So I should be around 32.5. Rinse and repeat. And I do that with every position. And I want to talk about that here. Now, my liquidity positions on average make me around 25 to 30K a month. Again, not everything is being tracked on here. It's tracking $161,000 worth of liquidity, but it wouldn't be tracking, for example, VFAT yet. But this does another $64,000 or I guess monthly, another, call it around $5,000 at around an 80% APR, which is what I shoot for. And I'm sitting on $3,110 of fees, which I do have to collect. And guess what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to buy more BTC and buy more ETH. And then what I do, and I really hope this is helping. I'm just going high level. I'm going to show you how simple it can be and how this scales. I take this and guess what I do with it? By the way, I have 3 ledgers, so this is one of them. I have, as of right now, $428,000 over the last year. This has doubled. A lot of that has been appreciation, but some of that has been what I just showed you. I'm generating yield. I'm taking that $3,000 or that $15,000, $20,000 and I'm taking it and I'm buying more crypto. In this portfolio, this is basically my BTC and ETH. I do have some other assets, but 85% of this portfolio, actually, 85% of this portfolio is made up of Bitcoin and ETH. It used to be 90, but some of the alts have outperformed Bitcoin and ETH, so they took up some allocation. But basically, this is 85. This is mostly Bitcoin and ETH, and I just buy more. Rinse and repeat. Now, I do take profits. So if you look at this portfolio here, well, sometimes this is higher, sometimes this is lower. One of the things, like once you really master this, I think you start mastering this space is I deploy when the market is terrified. I can tell on YouTube, it's like views go down, no one's interested in crypto. That's what I'm heavily deploying. And when everyone is getting overly hyped up, I simply take a little off the top, I take some profit, I lock it in. So sometimes I'm sitting on a little bit more lending. And again, it's not fully idle because it does make me yield, but this isn't any life-changing amounts, but at least it's doing something. I call that, compound on compound or velocity, yield on yield. Never let your money sit idle. So with that said, and I was just drawing this up for someone, so bear with all the colors here. I love teaching this kind of stuff. We work with hundreds of clients. If you're ever interested in working with us at some capacity, whether it's UIG or Fast Track, do let us know or just check out cryptolabsresearch.com. We'd love to support you. But this is the treasury. This is the heartbeat of your portfolio. When you're looking at my portfolio, this is the heartbeat of my portfolio. Again, not fully accurate on DeFi Buddy yet. My Bitcoin is missing here. Some of my ledgers and of course everything non-EVM is missing here. That's changing very soon. So call it, $1.5 million portfolio. That's the heartbeat of my entire portfolio. That is my treasury. Now, I want to create yield on that. Now, I could lend it out. I could borrow against it, use that collateral to enter positions, create cash flow. Or if I don't want to be levered up, which there is a time and place for everything, then I can take some stables or fresh capital and create cash flow, provide liquidity, even stake, whatever that may be. That's what generates this. Which, by the way, is extremely accurate. And do you want to know why? Unlike most tools, what we're doing is we're estimating APR based on actual cash, like actual returns collected. Which means, let's say you have a $10,000 position, you made $1,000 over 30 days, or call it 29, 30 days. You'd have around a 10% that month return or 120% for the year. Now, what if you're out of range for the last 5 days? Well, Uniswap and most tools will show you 0%, but that's not really true. Let's say you earned 25 days worth of fees and you earned $800, call it 8% return that month. That'll be projected out, and the longer out of range you are, obviously your projections are going to drop, but we go on actual fees. So, for example, this position was opened 13 days ago-ish. It is right now out of range, but over those 2 weeks, I made 5% over those 2 weeks since I opened that position. So it's projecting out a 5.29%. Now, every day I'm out of range, this is obviously going to drop, but it's taking into account the actual fees earned, which is a big difference between just running off the DEX, because on days where there's massive volume spikes, your APR all of a sudden doubles or triples, but that's not very accurate either. So just to bring it all home, remember, your treasury is your foundation. My treasury is my foundation. Then you can lend it out and you can borrow against it and create cash flow, provide liquidity. Then you can have your actual profit taking or your velocity kind of accelerator, meaning you could pay down your debt and get a healthier loan to value ratio, or you can lend more out, increase your collateral so you can borrow more against it, or just have a healthier loan to value ratio, or you can go straight into providing more liquidity, creating more cash flow, or you can add to your treasury, or of course, like mentioned, you can take profits, pay for things, buy lifestyle, or invest in other things off the blockchain outside of crypto DeFi. Real world example, provide liquidity, take your profit. So I'm providing cash flow and then I'm creating velocity by adding to my treasury or lending it out. So I go on Navi, lend it out, went from 27.5 to 30.1 well, 31, and I got another 1.5. Real world example, real time. Really hope that gives you a zoomed out approach. And remember, DeFi doesn't discriminate whether you're starting with 10 bucks, 100, 1,000. We've got to learn. In fact, the education is the most important piece of it. Just, watching YouTube videos or just getting the book, or honestly, even joining things. It doesn't guarantee success. You have to be the one that puts the work in. But what's awesome is as you get more educated and as you learn more, that can't be taken away from you. There's a real compound effect that comes with that. So study this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Share these videos with people you think it can support. Sign up for the waitlist of the book. Again, 100% of the proceeds are going to charity that we support. I ultimately just want to get more people in this space. What's good for you is good for me. And the more people you get into the space, the better for everyone. The more solid it gets. I keep telling people I don't see this cycle playing out the way it did before. I know we like to talk about this halving and then this kind of 4-year cycle, but as you can see, it's not, it kind of plays out, and yes, the theory holds true, but this 4-year cycle, it's not repeating itself. Whatever's happening in the macro markets absolutely affects us. We're just a tiny fish in a massive pond, a massive ocean, and ultimately the space is maturing. So I'm not saying just throw out the 4-year cycle and say it doesn't matter. Like, of course, use that as data, but I know some people who are like, yo, bull run is over, no one's interested, we're going to zero. I hear this every single time. I haven't even seen it's not playing out the way it's always played out, and I don't think it's over. In fact, I don't even think we started, which is why I'm so bullish on this, why I'm so bullish on building software, on writing the book, on just getting more out there so people can actually approach this market not from, oh, this is what Twitter says or YouTube says. Like, they're actually making decisions because they're educated. Now, I'm not saying just listen to me, but if you ask for my opinion, I don't even think we started yet. I am busy positioning myself. It is amazing what you could do in a decade if you're not thinking days. Again, most people are gambling, they're thinking days. If you are investing, thinking decades, highly recommend you think decades, not days. And I truly believe right now is a time to double down, and I put my money where my mouth is. My portfolio continues to grow. Of course, I ladder out and take some profit off the top, but I am absolutely invested in the markets, and I just go heavier every month. With that said, if you haven't checked, if you're in the UIG or Fast Track, definitely jump into DeFi Buddy. All the links are on the main dashboard in the UIG. If you're not in the UIG, then definitely comment below. Let us know you want DeFi Buddy. Once it launches in the next 30 days or so, we'll definitely start getting the public into here. And if you haven't grabbed the book, over 300 pages of crypto, DeFi knowledge, correction, the book is not out yet, but if you haven't jumped on the wait list, definitely jump on the wait list. It is going to blow your mind. It's everything you're ever going to need to know about the space from A to Z, from the start of your journey all the way to the end. So definitely check it out. With that said, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and let's go keep making that cash flow. Happy investing. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.